So welcome to our new 8RX tractor, and I think and I hope you agree that it looks a fantastic tractor, but it's more than just good looks under the skin of this new tractor. And when we take a closer look, you'll see that there's many advantages to our farmers and our growers. Of course, when we see we've got 4 tracks, and so we increase the amount of contact area between the tractor and, of course, very importantly, our soil. And typically on that tractor, we've got ground pressures of somewhere around about half a bar. As well as a low ground pressure, we've also got huge contact areas. And what that enables us to do is even in more challenging conditions, is for that tractor to stay on top and reduce rut depth. And of course, when we reduce rut depth, we save a lot of damage to our soils, and importantly, we also save fuel as well. So along with low ground pressure and protecting our soils, one of the major advantages over, say, a twin track design is, firstly, it's a 4-wheel drive tractor. We're driving through 2 axles and we've got 2 sets of diff locks, so we can really help get that power to the ground. But I guess one of the major advantages when we come to the headland, because not only have we got a 4-wheel drive tractor that will steer under load, but because we've got a more conventional steering system, the amount of soil damage and burning of soil that we do at the headland is dramatically reduced. And of course, that's one of the major advantages that many of the customers who have now had chance to drive it and experience this tractor will tells us that the major advantage is in headland turning. So just to summarise some of those advantages, of course, we've got low ground pressure, really, really important. The ability to stay on top of the soil, reducing our rut depth, soil damage, and improving our fuel consumption. We've got the ability to turn under load, a 4-wheel drive tractor with diff locks on both axles, and much reduced soil damage during the headland. So as you can see, over a conventional track machine, there are some very significant advantages to our growers and farmers, those that are interested in our soils, with the new 8RX tractor. So let's begin to take a closer look at what really makes this tractor such a big advantage. And of course, we might as well start with the tracks. We've got 4 track units, obviously, but the important thing about our track units is they're positively driven. So they're not friction driven. So we've got approximately 6 lugs in contact with our drive wheel at the front and 9 lugs in contact with our drive wheel at the back. So we have a relatively conventional front axle we get from our 8R tractors, although it's a heavy duty version. But we've moved much of the reduction technology away from the drive wheel here into the center of the axle. What that allows us to do is reduce the overall diameter of our drive wheel, and that gives us a very important advantage in terms of greater steering angle and more maneuverability. Looking more closely then at the track units themselves, then of course that each track unit oscillates around the axle. Our rear idlers here and our front idlers are mounted slightly higher than the mid rollers, giving us a leading edge and a trailing edge to help steering and maneuverability and reducing soil movement and damage. And then we've got our heavy duty polyurethane wide idlers in the center here with a 15-hour, 100-hour check. With the combined effects of the pivoting and the idlers and suspension arrangements, and of course another advantage of this tractor is its ride quality, and many of our customers are telling us that it's considerable improvement in ride quality over a conventional track machine, but it's even close to that of a wheel tractor. So very much like the front track units, the rear track units are now driven by 9 lugs in contact with our drive wheel here. A large track unit, lots of contact area, and we have 3 mid polyurethane idlers here as well. So if you require different track spacings, we do 4 track spacings at 76, 80, 88 inches and 120, and they can be ordered from the factory or adjusted once in the field. Our tracks themselves are heavy duty 4500 series tracks, and they come in 3 widths, so you can either have 18-inch tracks, 24-inch tracks or 30-inch tracks, and the popular combination for the UK will be the one that we have here with 24-inch tracks on the front and 30-inch tracks on the rear. So what that enables us, even with the widest track widths, is to get our overall width of the tractor below 3 meters at 2.99 meters. The other important design feature of the tractor is we've actually lifted the tractor much higher. So the engine is higher, our transmission systems are higher, and that's given us more ground clearance. But importantly, it's allowed us to have a tighter turning circle. So I said it's got more maneuverability. In fact, a tractor like this has the same turning circle as a smaller 6R tractor. So if we look at our model numbers of our new 8RX tractor, we have 4 models. We have the 310, we have the 340, we have the 370, and we have our flagship models, the 410. If we look at horsepowers in a little bit more detail, we quote at John Deere our rated horsepower on our bonnet. So for example, the 410 is our rated horsepower, And that tractor at maximum horsepower, when we pull it down to around about 1900 RPM, will max out at nearly 450 horsepower. And of course, as on many John Deere tractors, we add on top of that our intelligent power management in transport and PTO applications. Of course, we deliver that horsepower, that very important horsepower, through a John Deere engine. And our John Deere engines are designed for agricultural applications. And that means we get this phenomenon of this power bulge around about 1900 RPM. We get this large constant power range, really delivering effective horsepower for agricultural applications. And it's important to mention also that our dealers are responsible not only for the whole tractor, but also for the John Deere engine as well. So if we look at our transmission systems in a bit more detail, we have two transmission options on this tractor. We have the E23 transmission and we have our auto power transmission. And like all John Deere transmission systems, they're built with efficiency and fuel savings in mind. Our auto power transmission at 4 points during its working range is actually a purely mechanical transmission. That's where we get much of the efficiency from. It has its own efficiency manager, which the operator can customize in the cab, and it enables also 40k travel at much reduced engine RPM. Our E23 transmission with 23 forward gears comes with 10 gears in the working range, which are all closely spaced together to get that optimum ratio for in-field operations. It also comes with the efficiency manager, so operators can customize that to get the maximum benefit from our transmission. Another important difference on the 8RX is the new back end. In fact, it's the biggest casting that we've ever made for an agricultural tractor, demonstrating that truly it's a completely redesigned and new tractor from the ground up. Also in here are our spacers that allow us to adjust our track widths to 4 different track settings. We also have redesigned fenders on the front and the rear of the tractor with more user-friendly controls. The tractor is equipped with a high-capacity hydraulic system, high-flow hydraulic pump, and high-flow spool valves. And of course, in addition, we can have a front hitch-equipped tractor. So if we move our attentions to our new cab, like on the 8R, the 7R, and of course this model, the 8RX, we have a brand new cab on these tractors. On the 8RX tractor, it comes with a new full-post, fully suspended cab. We've improved our access with our steps here, and we've lowered the door handle. We've also got brand new lighting packages on our tractor, and this tractor now can be equipped with up to 22 LED lights, including these mid-frame lights. We've improved the access to the cab. We've got new integrated steps, we've got new grab rails, and we've got a side wiper. So in our cab roof now, we've got a new integrated Starfire receiver, which is 3 times faster to obtain its signal. It has a wider working range, it's more accurate and needs no calibration. So the overall aim of this new operator station is about comfort and productivity for those long working days. One of the other changes we've made is we've removed the cab fan unit from above the head here to behind the seat. So along with our new cab, we have new seating options to improve comfort for our operators. We've also increased the swivel of the seat by 40 degrees to this side and then a full 20 degrees to our left. And not only that, but when we swivel to the left, the command arm moves independently so we don't get interference between our controls and our steering column. So we have a new infotainment system, the 6.5-inch touchscreen DAB radio with Bluetooth. So if you take the auto power transmission option, of course, you can also have the option of this new Command Pro with 11 programmable buttons, a full Isobus functionality, set speeds, creeper speeds, and a very ergonomic design, again, aimed at comfort and ease of use for our operators. Along with our 4600 Isobus screen here, we have 4 camera options that can be programmed into the monitor, as well as a rear implement camera. And on the 8R and 8RX tractors, we can also have a front implement camera as well. And of course, these new cabs come equipped with the command arm, the 4600, an extended monitor if you require it, and many of the programmable functions that you see across all our John Deere products. Examples of this technology including our class-leading guidance system, a programmable joystick, our iTech headland management system, and many other functions as well. Of course, as well as new models in our tractor ranges, we also have a lot of technology. And the technology really helps deliver value to our customers, helps them manage the data coming back from these machines. For example, we have world-class leading guidance equipment. We have JD Link, which helps the customer save fuel and reduce idle time. Of course, as well as the technology on the machine, we have our operation center on mobile phones, a simple app which allows our customers to really access this very important data coming back from tractors, helps them manage and save costs and bring real efficiency into their operations. We also have things like expert alerts and dealer access, which again helps remotely set up the machine or prevents unnecessary downtime. To help you gain access or exit from the cab, we have a new convenience lighting system with a simple on-off button here. So I hope you enjoyed our little tour of the new and exciting 8R tractor. Just to remind you, some of the highlights of the tractor is about better soil management. It's about improved traction and delivering that power to the ground. It's about better steering and maneuverability of the tractor. It's about improving the management of our soil, a headland. And finally, it's about comfort of our operators for those long working days.